In today's video, we're going to talk about some of the common myths, misconceptions, and fears about getting started or starting your own tax preparation business. So, my name is Aziz Muhammad. I go by Coach Cam, and we're going to go ahead and get right into this information. Bear with me while I share my screen so that we can jump right into it. Let's get it. So, common myths and fears about becoming a tax preparer. All right, number one, it's too late to get started for this tax season. See, it doesn't matter when you get started or when you see this presentation, it's going to be somebody out there who's going to say, well, it's already too late, right? You could be watching this, that negative person, all right, could be watching this video on April the 30th, right? And say it's too late for me to get started for next tax season, right? If you got that negative mentality, then yeah, you may feel like it's too late, but I'm here to tell you that it is not too late. If the person you're going to be doing their taxes hadn't already got their taxes done, it's not too late. You know, you can get started up until December 31st. Actually, we just pushed the day back. Um, so we're going to cut it off like the first week in January. So you can get started up until the first week in January and still have a successful tax season. I'm telling you, it is absolutely not too late. We have streamlined training and resources. You'll be ready to go in no time. Number two, I don't have any experience or tax knowledge. Well, the reality is no experience is needed. With over 30 years of experience backing you, we provide all the training and tools to ensure you're confident and ready to serve your clients. So you don't have to have any experience, any knowledge in this industry. We're going to get you up to speed in no time. And anything that you may not learn, for example, any type of complex tax returns, because most of the tax returns you will be doing are basic tax returns, but from time to time you will come by tax returns that are a little bit more difficult, more complex, some business stuff. You don't have to fear or fret any of that. Like I said, you got 30 years of experience backing you. So whatever you don't know, we definitely know or will find the answer. So there's no fears there. Number three, the training will be too hard on or time consuming. The reality is our training is simple and flexible with written guides and video tutorials designed to fit into your schedule. You will have everything you need to succeed. Now, think about this for the person who say the training may be too hard. Even if you've never done taxes before, you know someone who does taxes. In most cases, you know somebody who does taxes. If you think about that person, they are no smarter than you are. So if they're doing taxes, you can do taxes, all right? Because they don't have anything that you don't have, except they've been through the training. And if they can do it, you definitely can do it. Number four, I'm not good at selling or finding clients. The reality is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. We provide a step-by-step marketing system with ready-made videos, scripts, and social media posts. Just follow the system and watch the clients come, right? We was always taught that system is an acronym. It stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. So if you follow our system, we're going to make sure that you get clients and that you are successful and have a lucrative tax season. Number five, what if I make a mistake on someone's taxes? Here's the reality. You're never alone. With decades of experience or expertise supporting you, we double check um, and guide you through any complex returns to ensure accuracy and client satisfaction. So you don't have to fret that. We're going to lock arms with you. We're going to hold your hands and we're going to be there with you every step of the way. Point six, I don't have time to manage another job. Reality, this is a mobile and flexible opportunity. You set your own hours and work from anywhere, making it the perfect side hustle to fit around your current commitments. Now, I was taught a long time ago that two jobs is for two people, right? So this is not a job. This is a flexible opportunity that you can fit into your schedule. And I like to say this is perfect for those who are busy. Busy people make the perfect tax professional. So you don't have to worry about that. We got you covered there too. Point seven, it's too intimidating to be my own boss. Reality, you're not doing this alone. So I just wanted to reiterate that. Think of this as a team effort. We're here to coach, mentor, and support you every step of the way. You'll have everything you need to succeed. And guess what? Being your own boss is something you should probably want to do. If you don't already have your own business, you most definitely want to get one. This will be considered a home-based business because you're a mobile tax professional. And when you have a home-based business, that's going to put you in a position where you can potentially take advantage of all the tax breaks that a home-based business gets, right? Things like writing mileage off, things that you typically pay for anyway, like your internet, your cable bill, your cell phone bill, miles on your car. You can even set it up where you can pay your children and write the money that you pay them off. You know, I will get into all that, give you all the details about all that stuff, but you definitely want to have a home-based business so that you can take advantage of the thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of savings that you're going to get by having that home-based business. Number eight, it will cost a lot. Reality, you can get started for as little as $49.99 up front. All right, there may be some additional things that you want to do, but for the most part, you can get started with that $49.99 up front. And guess what? When you get started with us, we're even going to give you a 3-day, 2-night vacation certificate. So it's well worth you investing that $49.99. And you can probably use that vacation certificate to go with us on our end of season trip that we take every year. So once we wrap up the tax season, the first week in May, we all get together and go on a little trip. I think May of 2025, after this upcoming tax season, we'll all be going down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, just to decompress, relax, and get to meet some of the other people that's associated and affiliated with the company. We'll probably have an awards day where we give out some awards. So you definitely don't want to miss it if you can make that trip. So don't be overwhelmed by the contract. That's another thing that I want to go over because once you make that commitment, pay that $49.99, I'm going to send you, or the company will be sending out some information or starter package. In that package is going to be your IBO agreement, which is basically your contract. It just basically outlines what we expect from you and what you can expect from us and how much you're going to get paid. It's a simple, straightforward contract, a non-compete agreement that basically says if you're working with us, we want you to be working with us. All right. Now, there are some exceptions to that rule. If you are currently working with another tax company, you heard about us and you just want to get in and check us out, kick the tires a little bit, we will waive that non-compete for you because we understand your situation. But for the most part, everybody else, if you're working with us, we want you to be committed to working with us. So you're going to get a document that says that's titled "Why Start Your Own Tax Business," which will go into some of the things I was mentioning earlier about having your own business and the benefits of that, and some more details. Okay, then you're going to get "Why Choose Prosperity Tax," and it's going to look at how we support our IBOs through resources, training, and more, and just kind of give you some background on the company and why you should work with us over some other tax company. And then we're going to give you a document called the 5 ways we get paid. And then you're going to learn about some other ways that you can get paid as an IBO here with Prosperity Tax Solutions. So let's talk a little bit about software. All right, the software we use is very user-friendly. If you've ever messed around with one of these online do-it-yourself apps and filed your own taxes, is just as simple as that. Actually, I think it's a much better platform and it's more user friendly than those. I'm not going to mention none of those other apps the names of those, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So if you've ever done that, um, you're gonna think this is a breeze. But if you haven't, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be a breeze because we're gonna get you up to speed in no time. We have a mobile app that you can actually send out to your clients. They can fill out some preliminary information, sort of like their intake, and then they can upload their documents, like their ID, social security cards, W-2s, everything that they need to get to you as the mobile preparer in order for you to file their tax return. They can upload all that stuff through our secure portal. So you don't have to worry about that. Everything is secure. And then file the taxes. Then the preparer can send you back that information, or you'll send it back to your client to get it signed electronically. So you never have to really touch or physically have printed paperwork. Okay. We don't have to have a wet signature. We can do everything electronically. So as long as you got a computer, laptop, some type of device, and an internet connection, you can actually be successful in preparing tax returns. So, thinking about marketing, we got you covered there. We got a whole marketing system, and I'm gonna share a little bit with you on that in a second. And income potential, very lucrative. Okay, that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna talk about the money. But before I do that, I'm gonna stop sharing this document, and I'm gonna go over so you can look at some of the marketing stuff that we have in place. So give me 1 second to make that switch. So everybody will have access to this Google Doc. This one is called Customer Acquisitions. All right, plan for the new tax preparer. Now, this is a marketing strategy that you could have started. I actually put this out on November the 20th, but it doesn't matter when you start. It's still applicable, right? So if you start today, you start with day one. So right here, week one, it would have been November 20th. Just ignore that and go ahead and start whenever you get started. Start with week one, okay? So as you can see, it gives you step-by-step posts and different things you can make. It would have been Thanksgiving on this week, but if you're not starting in the first week in November, then you can just remove these little turkeys, okay, and put that post up without those, right? So we also have this social media stuff document that you'll have access to once you get started. It shows you how to utilize your certificate. Obviously, you're going to get your certificate of completion to let everybody know that you're certified now. And then you have a whole list of whole series of information that you can utilize on social media. But we'll get deeper into that. You'll have pics that you can use. It's so much stuff in here that you can use, but we'll get deeper into that at another time. I just wanted to let you know that we got you covered. We got your marketing in place, and you don't have to worry about how you're going to get clients. We are here to help you with that. So now back to the original slide. So let's talk a little bit about some money. So on average, we say that the tax preparation fees come out to be about $375. If you're starting at a 60% contract, all right, that's the minimum contract is 60%, then you're going to make $225 from that $375 preparation fee. Now, we like to help our brand new first year IBOs or preparers go out and get 50 customers. That's the minimum goal for your first season out the gate. If you do that, you multiply 50 times 225, you're talking about $11,250 you'll make your first season out the gate in a 2 to 3 month window, which is phenomenal. Now, if you're more energetic, more ambitious, you just like a go-getter, and you want to go out there and get you 100 customers, and it's very doable, okay, multiply that times 25. Now we're talking about multiply that times 225. Now we're talking about $22,500 in a 2 month or 3 month window, which is absolutely insane, right? So let's put that into perspective, just in case you didn't get excited about that. If you make $14 an hour, you would have to work the whole year, 52 weeks, to make $22,500. And I'm showing you how you can make that in just 60 to 90 days, right? Take it even further. If you made $20 an hour, you would have to work 9 months to bring home 22,500. Now, I'm not talking about the gross, I'm talking about what you're going to bring home, okay? Because with us, you're gonna put that 22,500 in your pocket. So to bring home 22,500 at $20 an hour, you would have to work for 9 months to do that. All right, let's take it one step further. To make 22, if you wanted to do this from an investment standpoint, you would have to have $375,000 somewhere in an investment tool earning 6% interest to make $22,500 for the year. I'm telling you, this opportunity is absolutely phenomenal. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the mic on y'all, right? So get back to the person who shared this information with you and let them know that you are in, so we can go ahead and move fast and get you up to speed and get you well on your way to making 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. The sky's the limit. Just depends on how hard you want to work and how much effort you're going to put into this. So with that being said, get back to that person, let them know you are ready to go. But that's not it. See, y'all thought it was over. That's not it, because we have one more category to discuss. All right. What about the person who want to make a little bit more than the 60%, right? Well, you can do that. But see, the 49.99 is the upfront cost, but the total cost of this opportunity is $300. Okay, you will pay $49.99 up front. The other $250 you don't have to pay until you start making money, and it will be deducted from your commissions, right? So we're not gonna hit you with that 300 up front, the total 300 up front. All right, you can have that come out of your commissions. But here's how you make more money. Anyone that pays the full cost of 300 up front, instead of starting at 60%, guess what? You can start at 70% just by making your upfront investment. That's 10% more. Let me show you what that looks like. For example, that same $375 now at 70% instead of 60 is $262.50 instead of $225. All right. So if you go out and get 50 clients, now we're talking about 13,125 instead of 11,000. That's a $2,000 difference, $2,000 increase in money just because you took the initiative to pay your upfront investment. Now I know everybody won't be able to do that. Not everyone has the means to be able to do that upfront investment. But if you do, it's going to be well worth it to go ahead and knock that out up front so that you can come in at the 70% instead of the 60% and make yourself an extra $2,000 to $4,000. And the reason I say 2 to 4 is because if you was that ambitious person who went out and did 100, now you're talking about 26,000 instead of 22,000, right? So you're going to make 2,000, 4,000, or anywhere in between. But what I'm saying is it's going to be well worth it for you to make your upfront investment instead of just making the $49 investment and then paying the other 250 and having other 250 deferred. So I got one more thing to share with you. That's not it. What about our team builders out there? What about the people who, when they hear about a great thing, they want to share it with other people? Guess what? We got something for you as well. So if you like a team builder, you like to share with other people, okay, you can actually go out and refer people to this opportunity and do what we call profit sharing, right? So it's not going to come out of their money. When I say profit sharing, I'm going to share some of the company's profits with you because right now we are in recruiting mode. We're trying to ramp up for tax season, bring on more independent business owners, more mobile preparers. So if you help us do that, we're going to give you 10% of the profits from the people you bring on. So let's say you go out and share this information with 8 people. And with those 8 people, we work with them just like we're working with you. We're going to help them get their 50 returns in. That's 400 returns. When you take that 3750, because that's 10% of 375, when you take that 3750 and you multiply it by the number of people and returns that were done, that 400, you're talking about an extra $15,000 in your pocket just by going out and sharing this information with a few people. But you don't have to do that. That is on the table. But I just want to say right here, right now, this is not a networking type deal. You're going to get paid. We're going to share 10% of our profits with you for bringing people on, but it's not like a multi-level where you can do that type of stuff. It's not that type of deal. This is not multi-level. This is not that. This is a tax business, all right, where we are ramping up, we are gearing up, and we're trying to grow, and we're going to share our profits for you helping us to do that. All right. So the people who you go out and share with and they come on direct to you, all right, you'll be able to make a 10% profit off of those people. Share with 8 people and make an extra 15,000 on top of that 22,000 that we were, or that 11,000 that we were talking about, whatever the case may be. So I think if you even only went out and shared it with one person and they did 50, you're talking about $1,800. All right. So it's worth it. Just spread the good news, share it with somebody, and let us share some of our profits with you. So with that being said, I'm super excited. We're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Again, I'm Coach Cam, C. Aziz Muhammad. If you have any questions, please reach out to the person who shared this video with you, or you can reach out to me personally. But don't procrastinate. Let's get started. Don't fret over the 300 if that's not something that you can do up front. That is totally fine. Not everyone does that. Most people don't, because unfortunately, the type of economy that we're in right now, a lot of people just don't have an extra $300 sitting around, and I get it. But for those of you who do, let's go ahead and make that move and increase our earning potential. And also, let's go ahead and make as much money as we can so we won't have these financial challenges anymore. So I'll see you on the next video. It's been a pleasure sharing with you, and I hope to be working with you this upcoming tax season and tax seasons and tax seasons and tax seasons and years to come. Coach Cam out. Peace.